But all right, I'm gonna be checking out another commentary video that regards to Bluey, and obviously this one is a very unique one because it's saying why is Bluey making everyone cry. This show is deep. Obviously, like I'm saying, from watching the first season, like those first 52 episodes, there were some episodes that really felt really deep with their messages that they were giving off, like the way that it was going for, like it felt deep for something that was meant for kids. And obviously, from one video that was saying like it's for everyone to watch because there's something for everyone. And yeah, we'll see why it's so deep.
One of the most impactful things a piece of media can do is move someone emotionally to the point of tears.
Yes, obviously, anime literally like gave me that. Like, I don't know if y'all have like seen this anime that recently finished, which is To Your Eternity, and basically it's just like I'll just give you a rundown. It's about an orb that turns into basically whatever they find emotions with, they nurture it, and they become it. And basically, like, it's just an adventure from that orb and how it goes forward in the process of time, basically. And obviously, like after like seeing like the first and second season that came out of that, like bro, there were moments that I felt like it went in such a deep route. It made me like shed tears. Like whenever it came to like stuff that was like very very like deep messaged, it really made me tear up. And it's the same thing with like other shows. Like there when they have like moments like that is like deep and just like sad, it really like hurt, like gets you in your feelings. Like damn.
In the show Bluey, it's no stranger to this concept. Bluey has a long history of making people cry almost every single episode with its powerful themes and its phenomenal music tracks. Whether it's a
Yes, the musical
line,
tracks are freaking awesome. Dude, literally, like I thought that this was freaking like so great. The fact that even though from like obviously I will spoil this episode because it's a freaking awesome episode, and if you haven't, like obviously check it out. It's from the first season. I think it's called Camping, but obviously like this episode was so freaking like just wholesome, and the fact of like friendships, they will always stay. Like friendships will always stay strong no matter where they're at. And honestly, like there was a point that I was about to like shed a tear because like, it's just so great, like knowing the fact that like sometimes that people do go through this where obviously they met someone, made them as a friend, but then they don't see each other for so long, and once they see each other once again reunited, like your emotions are freaking like you have a loss for words.
or an entire episode's plot.
Remember, I'll always be here for you, even if you can't see me.
The show never fails
Oh, dude, when when that episode drops, oh, dude, it's probably gonna hurt me, because the fact like it, like the message that came out of that one, ah, dude, it's a deep message. It's a very deep message.
to find a way to get their fans emotional and teary-eyed. The reason why I started the series is my history of working with kids in a therapeutic setting, and that has inspired me to start the series around this show. But before we get into the cheese and crackers of the video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. You have no idea how much helps me out to get these videos out to more fans like you, and let's discuss why Bluey is making everyone cry.
Aww. Well, let's see.
He should take care of himself.
Oh no, not this episode, bro. When this episode drops, I'm gonna feel so sad.
I'm not good at doing what I'm told. I can't sit still, and I can't remember anything. Why can't she just have the things she wants?
Because it's not meant to be.
Are you nervous
Damn.
about starting high school? So look after Mia when she goes to big school, even though she isn't scared. Why did your little go? He was my friend.
Well, look. Sometimes special people come into our lives, stay for a bit.
Dude, like I'm telling you, like they give you like a whole bunch of messages, like it's all different like demographics. Like obviously we're going from a family perspective, like obviously like your parents, and obviously like how they feel about their parents, and obviously their relationship that they have, or obviously like going into a different, what's it called, like what's it called setting when it comes to like school, like you're going to high school, like how are you gonna feel, like it's a different setting, different amounts of people, like you might see some what's it called old friends, you might make new ones, but you don't know like how to feel about this. There's also the fact of like the long distance friend that you make along your way, like you meet someone, you make them as your friend, you can't see each other for so long, but like you felt like they were your friend for so long, and obviously like just those moments.
And then they have to go. But the bit where they were here was happy, wasn't it? Maybe that makes it all worth it. Remember?
Yes, dude, like I'm telling you, like dude, there's moments that just give you that deep feeling, like it hits close to home, like damn, dude.
I'll always be here for you, even if you can't see me.
Damn, dude. Like I'm telling you, shit's deep.
On my previous video discussing the rapidly growing popularity of the series, we talked about the show's ability to resonate and relate to multiple different crowds of people.
Like yeah, like that's basically like the whole thing. Like it hits like the demographics of anyone, basically, like young, old, what's it called, different categories of people. Like it's for everyone. It's for everyone to watch. And yeah, like it was so crazy, the fact that like it got so popular, like it started popping everywhere. And I think like this show was like 2 or 3 years like old, but still people were talking about it. And obviously like you kept on seeing it on TikTok, and obviously like I referenced this to my friend, and he's like, oh yeah, like this is a very wholesome show, like you should definitely like check it out, like if like you want to see why it's like so wholesome. And it's like, you know what, I will take it. And it's still crazy the fact that like the people that actually do watch my videos that enjoy these Bluey reactions, like it's still like crazy the fact like they actually do love the show and they wanted to continue it. And yeah,
as well as its powerful themes accompanying the show, these and many more are important key pieces to the show's success in getting their audience emotional. The show's general spirit is one of positivity and follows a upbeat nature throughout the majority of its episodes.
I'm fine, just ignore this.
So
it's fine, just ignore
that
this.
fans are making hundreds of posts regarding the show's ability to bring tears to their eyes. One of the best qualities of the show is being able to sucker punch you with emotions at the very end of an episode with just one single scene.
Oh no, dude. Like I'm telling you, these are moments that like it just feels
Even scenes
genuinely
that don't
like
necessarily have an inherently sad motif
like
on
how
the
they
surface
make you feel.
are able to stir up a multitude of feelings.
And I hope we're friends
Like you could feel
forever.
happiness, you could feel
Just
sadness,
music
you could
or
feel
idea alone,
anger,
or even
all
to
those
the
feelings.
episode's meaning on a deeper
He's off.
level.
Will he be okay?
Oh my gosh, she's flying.
He'll do just fine.
Whee!
Because he's got a good mum.
The show often follows relatable and realistic events as well as trials and tribulations most people grow up going through, granting the show's ability to connect with your deeper, long forgotten memories and feelings.
Yes, dude. Like I'm telling you, like from the reactions that I've been giving, like there's like I'm saying like, oh my gosh, I remember that I literally played this as a kid, or oh yeah, I do recall like me going through this. What's it called? Same event where obviously like what they did, it's like the same thing that I also felt. Like there's a whole bunch of like references that they give for like life, and also other stuff that's like going beyond like what to expect when you go
The
in
easiest
life.
example of this is something that we've all experienced to an extent during our early childhood as well as throughout our entire life, which is the entire plot of the episode Bike. This episode follows Bluey learning how to ride a bike and being unable to balance on said bike.
Oh yeah.
Close.
Following this, she states,
It's not fair. Why can't I just do it straight away?
Because then you wouldn't learn anything out of it. Like it wouldn't be like as hard as it is. Like obviously like it's a challenge and you gotta take on that challenge, and obviously if you take that challenge and pass it, you will feel different. That's basically where giving you that.
That's not how the world works, kid.
Throughout the entire episode, we actually see multiple different characters going through the same thing Bluey is going through.
Exactly.
With different situations.
Mhm.
Like Muffin not being able to get the backpack on her back.
Mm-hmm.
Bingo unable to drink from the water fountain due to her size.
Mm-hmm.
I can't do it.
As well as Bentley not being able to play on the jungle gyms, unlike her peers.
Yeah, like, but it's still.
Why can't I do it straight away?
During this, Bandit is asking Bluey to observe and at the same time the audience to see how all of her peers will deal with their problems.
Let's just see
Yes,
what
like
happens
it's
next.
all like
Many
they take on the
experiencing
challenge.
Same sadness from their mistakes, just like Bluey did earlier, and we can slowly see how each one is adapting to overcome their problems and eventually succeeding. Throughout the entire episode is a technique that they use in almost every single episode, which is to allow the music to start swelling. The musical composer Joff does an excellent job making each song composed fit the episode, but what's most important for these moments, and the topic of the video, Joff has perfected the art of drawing out the emotion of the audience when these scenes happen.
She's gonna do it.
Yeah,
She's
like
gonna do it.
the music in the situation, it feels like, holy crap, they're actually gonna do it. Like, oh my gosh, dude, they're actually killing it. Oh my gosh, dude, they actually did the freaking challenge. Yes, let's go. Like, it's making you feel like that.
Bike is a classic tale of how you can't expect to succeed at everything at first and to keep trying until you reach your success. And fittingly,
Exactly.
the episode ends with Bluey gaining the confidence to continue her endeavor to finally ride her bike. However, we never see her succeed, which is beautiful in its own way since it's open-ended.
Nice work.
Now, this is not
Basically,
a tale
it's
that's
telling you,
particularly
saying that
unique,
we don't
but
know
an audience
if
member who is
she actually
experiencing their
did
own trials and
get through
tribulations
it
or
or
failures
she didn't.
can easily connect to this episode on a personal level and be moved from this. Albeit, this is not an example that you see a ton of people cry over, but now that we understand the basics of what they do to make their audience moved, we can transition onto a topic that is a lot more sensitive. In the episode Granddad, we can see the
Yeah, it's this episode. It's obviously gonna like go with the fact of like losing like a parent. Like if it were to go to like that route, that everyone's gonna go through it, and yes, it's gonna be painful like for a different like, amount of people. Like obviously like it will change like your perspective, and obviously like this show like tries to bring like that message, and like I'm telling you, like it gets deep. Like when it has like episodes like this, it really gets deep. And there's like another episode, I don't know if he's gonna like talk about it, but if not, I'll try to like to summarize it.
mother Chili having to deal with her insecurities about her father growing old. Right off the bat, this is something that alludes to the winter of her father's life, and we can all understand the importance of this topic. Once again, just like all episodes, this follows a upbeat and overall fun nature.
Exactly.
In this case, it's Granddad running from her daughter to essentially play a elaborate game of chase
He can't find what she can't see.
with his granddaughters Bluey and Bingo, where Chili is the chaser. For the granddad and daughter, it's a game, but for Chili, it's a lot more serious.
You're not meant to be running around!
Right at the beginning of the episode, Chili expresses the importance of taking care of your body to Bluey.
grow up big and strong.
It's established that Granddad just had a surgery and is partaking in serious physical activities such as pulling up a stump and large amounts of cardio activity.
Oh, so obviously that's where it goes. That like the fact that like they give that ideal that obviously the Chili's dad, like what's it called, goes through like a surgery, and obviously like there are people that like obviously like shows in general, like they're like saying that, oh, you're like old and you already got this, but please don't like pull something that could literally hurt you later on in life. And yeah, like they want to protect them, like have them in a bubble, but like obviously like they don't want that. Like they want to still experience life to the fullest, and if time happens, then time happens. And obviously like they at least like understand that they didn't go with the ideal of like being trapped and obviously like feeling like unaccomplished, but more go with the fact that they are in peace and what's it called, happy. Damn.
By playing chase. It's not until 5 minutes in that the chase comes to its close, where the gang is hiding in a shack from Chili, and the show has to say,
He has to accept that he's getting older and needs to look after himself.
Well, if he was here, he'd just say, shouldn't it be up to me?
No, it shouldn't.
Damn.
I'm his daughter. He should take care of himself for me because I still need him.
it's clear on the
Dude, it just, it just hits emotions, dude.
screen that Granddad is moved during the scene, but for the kids, he chooses to entertain them a little bit further by running again, but leading them to the spot where Granddad and Chili used to go often during Chili's childhood.
Ah.
Soon, I reckon.
The fact that they still have what's it called, the mud.
Which leads
Like, they
to
didn't
one of
wash
the
it off.
best scenes in the entire show, with the music swelling technique once again.
They're going to the river.
I remember when you used to take me swimming here.
Yeah, me too.
Then we go.
Shh.
Crink it to the back. Then time.
Another amazing technique we see in this particular scene is their transition technique in play to show the embodiment of their daughter and father relationship. This transition technique is something they actually use in a decent amount of episodes, and it's more often used to demonstrate the characters growing older with an important piece of the puzzles from the episode.
Like the camping episode. Like I'm saying, like if watch this episode and you'll see like just how like what's it called, the emotions that hit you like from this episode. Like it really like hits you with like saying that, oh, like you actually like do recall a friend that you had that obviously like you met for the first time, like they were all chill with you, you were chill with them, you had adventures, and then to a certain point like you just don't see them again after like a long time, and obviously like seeing them again like brings that emotion of happiness like the first time you guys met. Like bro, like those emotions are wholesome.
A camping and graduation scene with Bingo. A lot of these emotional moments, as stated before, are of real life situations that the audience can easily resonate with, allowing the studio to pull at your heartstrings like a harp. As we go over more examples, I need to mention that the scenes are as impactful as they are due to the entire episode's plot/theme.
Exactly.
So looking at them separately and segmented does not do them justice. If you'd like to truly experience the full range of emotions, you're going to need to watch the episodes in full. Such as Fairy Garden, which covers the transitioning period from middle school.
But like obviously like I haven't gone to those episodes, but like I'm saying, like once I get to those episodes, like it's gonna hit like a freaking truck. Each one of these emotions are gonna hit me like a truck.
High school.
Are you nervous about starting high school?
But
A little.
And having to leave the friends you've made behind as you progress through life. Similar
exactly, dude, exactly, like stuff like this, bro. Emotions, obviously, like life happens, dude.
The episode Camping deals with Bluey meeting a new friend, John Luke,
Bonjour.
that isn't able to speak any English,
Tu veux jouer avec moi?
Oh yeah,
but despite that, they connect and become close
so they are
friends
gonna be talking
in
about
creative
camping.
ways every day, despite their language barrier. Eventually, John Luke's family's vacation ends, and without
Dude, but like obviously like I'm saying, this was a very awesome episode. If I were to rate this episode out of like the whole first season, it has to be a 10 out of 10, because the fact that like everything just felt like wholesome about it. Like it went from having like the plot being the fact that they literally went camping to literally having a friendship that obviously another person was going camping, and they make that friendship like work while they're like literally like camping. And obviously I don't know, like is this like the tent here and that's the tent here? I don't know, continuity error maybe. But yeah, like I just love this episode.
Without a way to tell Bluey that he's leaving to go back to Canada, Bluey unknowingly hugs her new friend for the last time, excited to play with him
Yeah.
tomorrow all over again.
Au revoir, Bluey.
This episode uses a time skip scene where we can see the tree that they planted together.
Look at that.
grow,
The
signifying their
growing
friendship.
tree.
And as the family visits the campground one more time, with everyone much older, we get to see this very special scene.
Yours, Muffin. I'm just borrowing it.
Hello, Bluey.
Hello, Bluey.
It's your friend From way back then.
Moreover, sometimes the show will choose to represent a certain crowd of people, like people with either autism or ADHD from Jack's perspective, or people who are deaf by introducing Dougie, and even people who have experienced infertility issues, such as Brandy, which can make people...
Oh, so obviously, like, that's the, what's it called, what I've been picking up when, like, watching, like, the episodes, that there were some characters that kept on, like, what's it called, progressing forward, like, saying, oh, we have this character, like, he's gonna be in the episode, or she's gonna be in the episode, and obviously this is how they are. And I remember that the fact, I think it was Chat that told me about this, like, saying, oh, this character is obviously, like, a person that has this, this character is a person that has this, like, obviously, like, I'm like, oh, so, okay, so we're basically also taking, like, some qualities of, like, signs of it. And obviously, like, I didn't know, like, there's a character right there that has autism, another character that is deaf. Like, we don't know that. Like, I think there was, like, one character, I think it was, I forgot what character it was that they were telling me about. I think it's Socks. Socks is also another character, but I forgot, like, what Socks has.
People with these conditions, or who are close to someone with these conditions, feel seen and connect to the characters on screen, and be more easily moved if they feel represented in that situation. There's even an episode where Bandit is having problems identifying if Fido is truly his friend or not. Considering Fido early on is just another dad in the bunch, barely even an acquaintance.
It's my friend, and you're friends with her dad.
Well, I wouldn't say we're friends yet.
Why? Don't you like him?
This episode explores the theme of how, as we get older, it can make someone disconnected from creating meaningful friendships with strangers due to the increasingly busyness of adult life, which from a child's perspective can seem pretty silly.
You sure?
Oh, damn. That is crazy, because, like, I literally, like, picked that up, like, from, like, my sibling, when he would, like, tell me, like, who's that? Like, oh, it's someone that I used to know. Like, are you guys not friends? Like, no, it's just the fact that we just don't talk a lot. We don't see each other a lot, and that's it. Like, that's why, like, if we were to see each other more, then yes, like, we would be able to, like, to hang out, and, like, back then. So obviously, like, I do understand that like, however, like, they see, like, if, like, we talk to someone that we've already known, like, they think that they're, like, their first instinct, oh, there's probably a good friend that they met and they probably hang out with. But obviously, like they're saying, you don't know, like, obviously, like, it could be, like, someone that you like you just met, and they think that you're your friend. Damn.
It'll take a long time to make friends.
Due to their children's efforts to rekindle the two fathers' inner child, we actually see that the two fathers overcome this feeling and become close friends. There are tons of emotional scenes in this show, so I can't possibly go over every single one in this one video, but maybe we can revisit this topic and go more in depth on other scenes, considering they're all equally special in their own way. But it wouldn't be a video about emotional mastery of Bluey if we don't talk about arguably the most emotional and unique episode in the series.
Let's see.
Sleepy Time. Sleepy Time is an extremely unique episode where the studio chooses to let the characters talk the least and allows the actions and music to do the most in a fun.
Yeah, like, obviously, like, I've seen another YouTuber, like, react to this, and obviously, like, they said that the music is amazing. They said that the visuals are freaking out of this world, and obviously, like, the message is probably gonna be, like, freaking big, and it's gonna hit home for people.
Out of all the episodes in the show, just hearing the music alone can be enough to make certain fans cry, due to how powerful the delivery of the music in
like, music also
in this episode
motivates you.
In this episode is conveyed with music alone, allowing the music composer Joff to play heavily into his strengths with multiple different instruments and sounds.
The visuals.
This episode even sports the longest runtime out of any episode in season 2. It's clear that the studio wanted to include a lot more because of this anomaly. But with the short 7 minutes and 30 seconds that we get, it's executed beautifully.
There's Chile!
This episode explores the powerful bond with parent and child, in which Chili's wish is to always be there for her children, promising this even long after she's gone.
I want to do a big girl sleep tonight and wake up in my own bed.
The star we focus on is Bingo, the littlest of age 4, and early on, Chili has this to say to her.
You do your best, honey. But remember, I'm always here if you need me.
This episode is
Yeah,
told through
freaking
almost
best mom.
its entirety as a dream sequence in space, which is based off a storybook Chili was telling Bingo just moments before, where the actions shown on screen are actually reflected in real life. Bingo starts by hatching out of Earth, symbolizing her as the second child born of Chili. And throughout, Bingo is seen exploring space, while in reality, she's sleepwalking around the house. Each planet we see in Sleepy Time symbolizes members of the Healer family, as well as parts of the house.
Venus being obviously Bluey, being the first child that got born. Damn, there were a lot of freaking messages that they were giving in this episode, dude. Once I get to this episode, I'm gonna be like paying attention like closely as well. Damn.
Venus is seen hatched already, which symbolizes Bluey as the first child. Jupiter, the second largest celestial body in our solar system,
Which is Chile.
symbolizes Bandit.
Oh, Bandit.
And finally,
I was
the
like,
sun,
no, my balls.
the centerpiece of it all, symbolizing Chile. Just there alone is something worth analyzing. Bandit and Chile representing the largest celestial bodies in our solar system shows that the audience how important Bingo's parents are to her, and Chile literally being the center of it all for Bingo.
Sun.
Bingo goes through space until she ends up in Pluto, being the farthest she's ever been from her sun. Quickly, the sun's light and warmth is the center of attention for Bingo, and she has to travel all the way back from where she started and further. Along the way, ending up at Saturn and having to part ways with Floppy, which results in her crying, alerting her mother in real life. Quickly, a comet picks up Bingo,
what the
sending her
hell?
flying directly towards Mercury,
They're like, whoa! Like I'm telling you, like that's freaking
the
awesome.
closest planet to the sun, where one of the most heartwarming scenes in the show, and well, it can speak for itself.
Look at that. Like the sun looks like the design of the sun look very like out of the ordinary because like it has like what's it called,
As the music
squigglies.
swells, the episode replays what Chili said before wishing Bingo goodnight, and Bingo repeats the last line that she said to her mother.
I have to go. I'm a big girl now.
Remember, I'll always be here for you, even if you can't see me, because I love you.
As a final scene, Bingo is
Emotional damage right there.
As well as Floppy's new friends, as the music does a
What the-
final crescendo, showing the rest of the Healer family. And if it wasn't enough, the sun starts rising.
The
in horizon
sun,
once again,
and when the
symbolizing everything
daylight-
that has transpired thus far, allowing the music to continue swelling as the curtains close for this perfect orchestra.
Dude, it's gonna be a magical
Bluey in its
episode.
entirety is a show centered around relatable and real-life reflections of life. Whether it's representing the natural progression we all go through with age,
Dude,
or
that's
zeroing in on a certain crowd of people, the show delivers impactful emotional scenes left and right, with natural pacing in its line delivery, as well as beautiful mixes of sounds and music to help elevate the audience to multitudes of feelings. Easily pulling at your heartstrings and achieving misty eyes across the globe. All of this and much, much more is how Bluey is making everyone
I
cry.
promise I'll always love you.
Heck yeah.
Once again, I encourage you guys to actually watch the episodes themselves.
Like I will get to there. Like obviously I know that the people watching, like whether it's a Bluey episode reaction that I do, or what's it called, like videos like this where it's commentary, like obviously like I know that they really want to get to that point where obviously we get to see like the emotion happen, and obviously like just the wholesome moments that they have. And obviously like there was another episode that did like recall what's it called, like a type of like sadness, and it's obviously it doesn't go with beyond like how like the examples of that what's it called he was giving, and it was like the one where it's like copycat, where basically like they go on to like doing like the whole bit of like obviously Bluey being copycatting of Bandit, and then they get to the point where they see a bird, and obviously like the whole process of it of trying to rescue it and protect it, but obviously has to go with the fact that like it just didn't make it in time, and obviously like they get the what's it called, the news that it died, and obviously like Bluey trying to like comprehend the fact that the bird didn't make it, and obviously like feeling the moments of sadness, and obviously like trying to recreate that same action, but I guess like wanted to relive it, but obviously like Bingo like changed it for something that's like in a wholesome round, being the fact that like how Chili was saying this wasn't like the story that you want, this is the story you wanted, right? And obviously like Blue saying that, yeah, but like life happens, and yeah, like obviously like that is like very deep, the fact that like saying that obviously like life happens, and obviously there is nothing that we can change it except to deal with the fact that it just happened. And obviously like I'm saying, like the bird dying, and obviously like Bluey like trying to change it, or what's it called, Bluey making that same story but Bingo changing it for something that's just wholesome, like really living the fact that just that life happens. Damn, dude, like I'm telling you, like this show, even though that it was meant for kids, like literally like seeing it now like really like brought messages, really brought wholesomeness, like a whole bunch of themes, the music, everything was just freaking amazing out of it. Like bro, like I'm telling you, like if a lot of people like, or if people like didn't like talk about this show, like dude, like damn, what a missed opportunity that it must have had. But like now the fact that like that people are talking about it, it was viral everywhere, is crazy. I can tell you, this one really does hit you, just like some moments in any other type of media. Damn, dude, it's crazy.